The Man with Two Wives. The beginning. In the quiet village of Yumuz, there lived a man named Obinna Nwafar. He was respected for his wealth, wisdom, and generosity. Obinna was a tall, handsome man in his late 30s, a successful farmer and palm wine tapper. He had inherited large pieces of land from his late father, which made him one of the wealthiest men in the community. Obinna married Adana, a beautiful, soft-spoken woman from a neighboring village. She was industrious, respectful, and kind-hearted. Everyone admired their union, for they seemed like a perfect couple. For years, their marriage blossomed, and they were blessed with 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, but with time, the winds of change began to blow. Adana fell ill often, and though she tried to maintain her duties, the burden of farming and taking care of the household became heavy on her shoulders. Obinna's mother, Maman Kechi, began whispering in his ears, "My son, a man with only one wife is like a bird with one wing. What happens if that wing breaks? You need another wife to strengthen your household." The second wife. At first, Obinna resisted. He loved Adana deeply and didn't want her to feel replaced. But pressure from his mother, coupled with his longing for more children, weakened his resolve. One market day, he met Ngozi, a younger woman, vibrant and full of life. Her laughter was like music, her beauty radiant, and her charm irresistible. Soon, whispers of their closeness spread through the village. After months of secret admiration, Obinna decided to marry Ngozi as his second wife. Adana was heartbroken when the news reached her. She had stood by Obinna in his humble beginnings, only to be replaced by a younger woman. Tears filled her eyes, but she remained silent, for in her culture, a man had the right to marry more than one wife. The household of 2. Life in a polygamous home was never easy. At first, Obinna tried to balance his love between the 2 women. He built Ngozi her own hut beside Adana's and divided his time equally, but soon, rivalry began. Adana, being the first wife, claimed seniority and authority in the household. Ngozi, younger and more beautiful, won Obinna's heart with her charm and flattery. The children became divided too. Adana's children stood with their mother, while Ngozi gave birth to 2 daughters and tried to win her husband's full attention. Every evening, quarrels arose over food, chores, and even sleeping arrangements. The once peaceful compound became a battlefield of whispers, gossip, and silent tears. The storm. One day, a great misunderstanding occurred. Ngozi accused Adana of using charms to stop her from bearing a male child. She cried before Obinna, swearing that Adana visited native doctors at night. Obinna, blinded by Ngozi's tears, confronted Adana harshly. The woman who once held his heart wept bitterly, asking, "Obinna, is this how our love ends? Is this what I deserve after years of sacrifice?" The quarrel spread beyond the household. Neighbors began to take sides. The village elders were called to settle disputes more than once. Obinna's wealth began to dwindle, for peace had left his home. The turning point. One evening, Obinna sat under the great Irako tree, troubled in his spirit. He remembered the days of joy with Adana, the laughter, the support, the struggles they overcame together. He realized that his desire for a second wife had brought more pain than peace, but it was too late to turn back. Both women were now part of his household, and both had children who were innocent of the quarrels. Obinna decided to act differently. Instead of favoring one wife, he began to show fairness, providing equally, speaking gently, and refusing to entertain gossip from either side. Slowly, the tension reduced, though the scars of jealousy remained. Lessons of life. Years passed. The children grew older, and life taught Obinna hard lessons. His wealth, which had once made him proud, could not buy peace. It was only through patience, fairness, and wisdom that he managed to keep his household together. Adana, though wounded in heart, found comfort in her children. Ngozi, though jealous, realized that her place was not to fight but to live peacefully. Obinna grew older and often told the young men of the village, "My sons, listen well. Marriage is not about numbers. One wife can bring peace, 2 can bring trouble, unless you are a man of great wisdom. Do not let pride and desire blind you, for love is worth more than wealth."